Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a S1H rig breakdown. I did mention before on a previous video, that I'm going to rig my camera up and see where it takes me, and here it is. So the reason to why I actually got the S1H was not only because it's the value that it provides, but also I wanted to maximize anamorphic shooting. The thing about anamorphic shooting for me was something that I've always wanted to achieve for a very long time, even since the DSLR days. But there wasn't really an option out there that was affordable. Well, now you can, get lenses from Smallrig or Blazar and find a way that you can work around your anamorphic solutions. But for me, I didn't really like the look. It really wasn't the look I was looking for. So after a lot of research and the things that I found, I got this Aivascope Anamorphic adapter. So what it basically is an adapter that attaches on your lens, and it squeezes your image into an anamorphic format. So you are able to de-squeeze it in post and have the anamorphic look. But not only that, it squeezes the overall image. The look that it has is far more superior than the lenses that I've found online. So really happy with the purchase. This thing is pricey, guys. This thing costs a lot more than the whole camera and the rig itself. So, this was just collecting dust. So I was like, you know what, let's get the S1H and maximize the lens. So that's the reason why I actually got the S1H, to be honest, so that I can maximize this Aivascope. And the Aivascope that I have here is the 1.5 amber flare. So you can get different flares on this website. This amber flare provides me that soft, it just looks good. So that's what it is. All right, so I'm going to break down this rig as simple as possible. This video may be long, but for those who are interested, I'm going to do my best to explain what each thing does for my rig. First and foremost, the camera S1H, and I do have a Smallrig cage on it. The reason to the cage is to attach a top and the side handles. The top handle is mounted into a nano rail, and the side handle on the left is the Smallrig. Quite not sure which model it is, but this is the one where when you click it, you are able to adjust the angle of the handle to the way you like, and it just simply locks on there. Anyway, next thing is the lens. Let's talk about the lens and the pairing that I have for my anamorphic setup. First, I do have the Helios 44-2. Many of you guys know this lens already. Essentially, for those who do not know, this lens is a vintage lens. But essentially what it actually does is when you shoot this with this lens, the bokeh actually swirls. So it does have a very interesting characteristics paired with the anamorphic de-squeeze and anamorphic adapter. It's really it's amazing. So that's the pairing I went with. When it comes to lenses, I see two types of people. One person being that lenses are all about characteristics, and the other person saying that lens is all about the sharpness. But I think it's always the battle between the two. Because if you always want to get the sharpest best lens out there, well, you're always going to have to go for, Zeiss, CP2s, those really heavy, expensive lenses. But on the other side, if you come to think about it on a budget option, you have the selections such as the vintage lenses. So you just got to have to choose what's right for your project. But again, I got the S1H for the anamorphic use. This is the kind of setup that I want to rock to be crazy with. Not the kind of setup that I would bring onto a client shoot, but kind of a setup that I want to shoot for myself and being able to really maximize the potential of the anamorphic and basically having fun. So that's the lens, Helios 44. And here is the interesting setup. So this Aivascope lens is actually a 52 millimeter in diameters. You won't be able to use big lenses for this. So what I've attached here is a lens coupler ring. and I've attached this 52 to 77 on the back of the lens. So what this enables you to do, since it actually widened the 52 millimeter diameter, you are able to just simply push the adapter onto the lens and it's going to fit anything that's below 77 millimeter diameter. So the nice thing about this is you don't need to change filter sizes every time. All you gotta do is change your lens and just push back the Aivascope. Lock it in, then you're ready to shoot. This Cine cover, so what it actually does is it actually covers your lens like this and protect the lens, and this can just go in the bag. Okay, moving on. The next thing I have is a Mattebox from Smallrig. To be honest, Mattebox, it's only there for aesthetics. Okay, what else do I have here? Let's look at the monitoring system for my rig. The monitor that I'm currently using is the accsoon's cineview nano. I did review this on my previous video, but the reason to why I got this is because, like I said, I want to make this rig as simple as possible, and it needs to justify the reason why it's there. So when I have this, I'm able to use my phone and also charge my phone through the accsoon, through the cineview. I'm also able to send signals for whoever is on the set with me. Sometimes when I'm adjusting lights, I need some kind of monitoring source to really nail down, tone down to the finest details. And also I can give another, I don't have to bring another monitor for my client or my gaffer or assistant, you know, so that we can communicate better on set, which is going to save time in the end. At the back of the system, I have the V-mount battery. The model that I chose to go with is the model from zgcine. I've had great results with it's hard to pronounce it, zgcine models. First and foremost, when I first got the wireless Go-To, but they came up with a battery solution where you can charge all units at once, and they do have quality products. The battery I'm using is the V160. You know, 99 would do the job, but then again, I also needed an extra way to counterbalance this, and at the same time, this gives me more than 6 hours on the day itself. The next nice thing about this battery is that it also has on-off switch, so you are able to turn your battery on and off, and has a output of 12 volt, D-tap batteries, USB-C ports, USB-A. That's the reason why I got this. So I think that's that. There's nothing else much I can say about this rig. Like I said, I keep things simple. If you have any questions or any recommendations, what I can add to this rig, make sure to leave it down in the comments. Probably Atomos Ninja. A lot of you guys might recommend Atomos Ninja 5 to record raw. We'll see about that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one.